But for those of you who really are going to go out there and be a structural engineer, I'm really be thrilled, and we're all thrilled, to have our keynote speaker here today, Mr. Ashraf Habibullah. Mr. Ashraf Habibullah is a structural engineer, and he's president and CEO of Computers and Structures Incorporated, or CSI. CSI is recognized globally. It's a pioneer and leader in development of software tools for structural and earthquake engineering. CSI software, and a lot of you know that, and it's used by thousands of engineers in more than 160 countries in the world. And it's used for major projects. Now I'm going to mention some of these projects and you're all going to go wow, because I actually said wow when I was actually reading and preparing. Okay, so one of them, One World Trade Center in New York. Yeah. The east span of the San Francisco Bay Bridge. Okay, it gets bigger. The Burj Khalifa in Dubai, and the Centenario Bridge over the Panama Canal. I know, I was amazed. So a bit about Mr. Habibullah. He's received many awards and honors, and I'm going to mention only a few of them, and this is in recognition of his engineering contributions. So one of them is the Charles Whitney Medal from the American Concrete Institute, H.J. Bonnier Lifetime Achievement Award from the Structural Engineering Association of Northern California, and American Society of Civil Engineers George Winter Award. Now, a lot of you in my classes hear me saying that, art is the other side of the engineering coin. We cannot be innovative until we kind of, expand and we stand outside, have a different way of looking at that, and that's what liberal arts gives us. Mr. Habibullah has a keen passion for the arts and has championed often the kind of often overlooked artistic aspects of structural engineering. Now, he's a co-founder of the Diablo Ballet, and which I have actually been to Diablo Ballet many times. They have amazing, great productions. And I didn't know that a structural engineer is actually one of the co-founders. Amazing. And he's the founder of the Engineering Alliance for the Arts, which is an organization that involves school children with technology, mainly focusing on the artistic aspects of what else but bridge engineering. Now, a bit about Mr. Habibullah, that he received his Master of Science degree in Civil Engineering from the University of California at Berkeley, and he received his Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering from University of Karachi in Pakistan. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Mr. Ashraf Habibullah.
Well, thank you so much for that incredible introduction. It made me blush for a second. I didn't know I was that good. But this is your day. I mean, you're going to make me cry. It's amazing. You are not only are you graduating from one of the most amazing institutions, you're graduating into the most amazing profession that humanity has ever created. But above all, you're graduating at a most amazing time, a time of rampant technology. And the opportunities that you have are just out of this world. I'm originally from Pakistan. When I came to America nearly 50 years ago, I ended up in Berkeley, and I thought I had the most incredible opportunities because the Apollo space program was in full swing, the Cold War was in full swing, bridges and freeways were being built by the Federal Highway Department, and all the numerical technology required for all that stuff was being done at Berkeley. But when I look at the opportunities that you have today, They want me to live another 50 years so I can see where all this stuff lands, and you are the guys that are going to make it happen. So I'm here to really celebrate with you. And celebrate with you big time, because this is really, I remember the day I graduated, which was nearly 50 years ago. And I still remember that, and you are going to remember this forever. And I want to make it even more memorable. So I'm going to do a little costume change, if you don't mind.
Are you on here?
There we go. So that you don't forget my name. Because you see, the reason I'm here is to make friends. I have to make friends in your age group for many reasons. One of the reasons is that you are the future of our profession, future users of my software. That's not the important thing. The more important thing is that I plan to be around another 50 years. All the people my age are already retired. Yeah. But the most important thing is that when I want to go to a Katy Perry concert, I have to come to you guys. Most of people my age group don't even know who Katy Perry is. And look what she did. She just announced a new concert right in time for your graduation, right? Anyway, let's talk about engineering, because you guys, human beings were created for one fundamental reason, and that's true. And that fundamental reason is to make the life of another human being better. That's the reason you are created. And it's not religion. This is not religion, it's not voodoo. And it's not something that I have cooked up. This is part of your basic human chemistry. That's your constitution, it's the way you are built. And you better learn that early, because for those of us that learn that very early in the game, they live a life of ecstasy. They live a life of fulfillment and euphoria. Because life is not about yourself. Try giving a homeless guy $100 bill. Try it. You will have the person jump out of their skin, and he or she will remember you forever. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that you will remember him or her forever. 50 years from now, you will look back and you will think about the impact you had on that person's life, and it will give you that warm feeling. Have 1,000 such events in your portfolio, and you will be smiling all your life. Now, the beauty about engineering is we as engineers make life better for all of humanity on a daily basis. That is what you engineers do. Look at what you do. The only reason that water comes out of a faucet every time you turn it is you. The only reason electricity turns on when we flip a switch, it's you. Structural engineers, they design buildings and bridges to stand up in earthquakes and windstorms. Can you imagine if there were no structural engineers? and buildings fell down every time the wind blew. You know, I mean, people become heroes by saving one life. Oh my God, he saved that person's life. What an incredible guy or woman or whatever. As long as we're talking about equality. Engineers are saving lives every time the wind blows. You know? And if an earthquake came and structural engineers weren't there and everything fell down, no food would get delivered. People would be eating each other. You think there would be peace? No. For the work that you guys do, every one of you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. Now, why have you not won it yet? Actually, not even in the running. Well, that's another story for another time. Invite me back and I will tell you why, and I'm counting on you to make sure that in my next 50 years that I'm here, every one of you has that Peace Prize in their pocket. And then, you want to talk about the rampant technology? You know, the thing about your education is that you guys are taught how to think logically, to solve problems, to take a set of conditions A and a set of conditions B, and arrive from A to B in a logical way. You can solve you can step into any environment because you have that way of thinking and be successful. I mean, in this era, I mean, look at that. Look at what's happening out there. Technology, 3D printing, driverless cars. My God, your kids are never going to even need a driver's license. When your kids go to the prom, they're going to print their dresses on a 3D printer inside their bedrooms. When you need a toothbrush, you're going to print the toothbrush in your bathroom. I mean, that's where things are headed, and you are going to drive that. You know, the other reason I want to be friends with you is because all these artificial body parts that are going to get created by you guys. That's where the technology is these days, and you are the people that are going to drive it. Solar power, synthetic biology, all these things, these are at the opportunities that you guys have. You don't have to just think about the things that you've been taught here. You can take that basic knowledge and extrapolate it into anything that you want. But there's things that you have not learned. The whole concept of human psychology, human chemistry, human engineering. You know what they say? There's a research report at the Carnegie Institute of Technology which says that if you learn about human engineering, you can jack up your income 700%. What is human engineering? Human engineering is your ability to communicate. It's your personality. It's your power to inspire. It's your power to lead, to motivate, to learn what does it take for people to like you. And why would anybody like me? Because of my beautiful hat? Or is it my wonderful jacket? Tell me, why? It's got nothing to do with that. There is only one solitary reason why a person will like you, love you, and come back to you again and again. And that reason is how that person feels about themselves when they are in your presence. When you can make a person feel like $1,000,000, they will come back to you again and again. You guys, when you take your girlfriends out to dinner, don't be talking about your stupid car. Talk about what her intellect is. Talk about her incredible work. That's what she wants to talk about. She doesn't care about what hat you're wearing or that Rolex watch you're flashing. It's all about the others, you know? And that is what brings you happiness. And then if you knew about human psychology, you would know, why do we get so upset when we run into a jerk? I mean, jerks are amazing people. Jerks are like having stupid students in your class. It makes it easier to get an A. So next time you run into a stupid jerk, you bless them. Tell them, I hope you have 100 kids. And they're all like you. I mean, everything is relative, you know? And then this whole concept of distrust that we have. Why do we always distrust? You can't even do something nice for anybody without them thinking, what's the catch? My father used to say, give everybody a chance to screw you once. Go in there fearless. You will have your chance. Screw me. And the beauty about it is that you will find that 99.9% of the people will not screw you. Because the world is a reflection of yourself. When you smile at people, they smile back at you. When you are nice to them, they're nice in return. When you don't screw them, they won't screw you. Yes, every now and then something will happen that you didn't expect. But don't take past experiences into new relationships, because every event is different. I know I'm running over time, but I have to talk to you about one last thing. I mean, I have to talk to you about a billion things, but this one thing is just very important. You know, you have to learn about the arts. Okay, and I tell you why. And I tell you why. I mean, you have two aspects to your personality. You have your left brain and you have a right brain. The left brain is your logical brain, which is all of your engineering information. The right brain is your artistic side. Okay, now you went to engineering school here. You basically sat in the same class from the same professor learning the same thing. Now when you hit the streets, what's going to make you different? The thing that makes you different is your artistic side. It allows you to add your own color to everything that you do. It makes you different. When you're different, you're interesting. When you're interesting, people like you. When people like you, they do as they're told. When they do as they're told, you get what you want. It's not rocket science. It's pretty simple. Why do you think Apple products are so amazingly popular? Because it's wonderful engineering wrapped in beautiful art. Why do you think people like this jacket? Wonderful technology and my beautiful jacket on my amazing bud. Right? Okay. And why do you think people go to Katy Perry concerts? I don't know how many of you been to a Katy Perry concert? Come on. Engineers, you disappoint me. I chased Katy Perry all across the nation. I went to Atlanta, 7-hour trip to see Taylor Swift's last concert. How could you miss that? You're missing out. Okay, let me tell you, now that you haven't been, let me tell you why you're supposed to go. Even if you don't like her music, for you guys too. It's the incredible presentation of the technology that is used in the creation of that concert. That's an experience in itself. There's many, many other things that I would like to talk to you about, but this is your day. Have the most incredible time. Let me just tell you one thing. The whole world is out there waiting for you. It's yours to be taken. Go grab it. And let me tell you one last thing, that when you are going to be the billionaires of the next Uber or the next Airbnb, whatever, when you are that billionaire, don't forget, I want that special invitation to your launch, yeah? I'll keep my batteries charged for you. Thank you so much.
How about that, everybody? How about that? I really want to thank Ashraf Habibullah for this impassioned and visually impressive look into the future, which we as your teachers hope you would all be part of that. And also thank you very much as a successful entrepreneur for letting us know of the importance of character and the fact that when it is not about us, when it is about others and doing the excellent work that we would do, every good thing is going to happen to us.
One last thing. I want a picture with all of you guys at the end, so don't go away.
And that's a promise, but I just want to disagree with you a little bit about Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. I, myself, am a fan of Stephanie Germanato, aka Lady Gaga. How about the Gaga? Sorry, Ashraf. She's got the best voice in the world and the most important artistic and engineering presentations. Have you been to the concert? She is amazing. Thank you very much. And guys,